Hello guys, and welcome back to Astrology Coaching by Anatoly, a YouTube channel for Vedic astrology and spiritual coaching. Today we're going to discuss one very important topic, the topic of the transit of Rahu and Ketu in 2022. Rahu will go in Aries, Ketu will go in Libra, from 17th of March 2022 till 29th of November 2023. I have always said that Rahu and Ketu, Saturn and Jupiter and their transits, of course, are very important because they are the big changers. This is what I say, that they are the big changers. Of course, if you want to know more, you can check my book Vedic Astrology is in Simple, where I explain more about the planets, about Vedic astrology. It is for beginners in Vedic astrology. So Rahu and Ketu are the reason for the eclipses. So the next eclipses will be in Aries and Libra, which makes these signs very important for the next year and a half. Okay, so what is Rahu? Rahu is a head without a body. It is obsession. It is desire to be the king, to be the best, to have all the material luxury in the world. Rahu is a head that always wants to eat more and more, to be on the top. This is Rahu. Of course, Rahu are foreigners, foreign cultures. What is Ketu? Ketu is a planet of moksha, of detachment of the material. It is body without head. It is the moksha karka, the spiritual enlightenment, the spiritual growth. And this planet is really important. I have always said, because in Western astrology, people are scared from Saturn. They're scared mainly from Saturn. But I have always said that for me, the most dreadful planet is Ketu. And even in my natal chart, I always check the position and the transit of Ketu. This is the thing that I'm checking every time. And when there is a big transit of Rahu and Ketu, I always follow the transit. Because Ketu is the planet of detachments, of enlightenment, and in this world, the enlightenment comes through pain. And nobody wants pain, right? So Rahu will go in Aries. What is Aries? Aries is aggression, ego, sport, surgery, ambition. Aries is ruled by Mars, which is the commander, the planet that wants the war, wants to win the war. And can you imagine what will happen when Rahu, a head without a body, which wants always to eat, goes to the sign of ego, and the sign of aggression, the sign of war. It can create exaggeration, expansion. Rahu will create this expansion in Aries, and I'm pretty sure there will be a lot of aggression around the world. Rahu will bring a lot of conflicts, a lot of accidents, probably even some kind of war-like events, because in Aries now is the planet Uranus, and Rahu has the same quality as Uranus, revolution. So I'm pretty sure there will be some kind of revolution situation after March 2022 till 29th November 2023, and this will be we have to be more careful. Libra, Ketu will go in Libra, and Libra is a sign of love, harmony, balance, the sign of trade, market, the sign of beauty, the sign of the judgment, the court, to be fair with people. And Ketu is the moksha karka, it is enlightenment, spirituality. So I think Ketu will bring real healing in love and healing between people. It will bring real spiritual love, and through love, to love other people, no matter their gender, no matter their political views, no matter their religion, no matter their sexual orientation, you need to love and respect people, and this is the pure spiritual love. So there will be definitely a big fight between aggression and love in this period. So now I'm going to share with you how to judge, of course, the transits of Rahu and Ketu, and we're going to discuss all moon and ascendants. First of all, in Vedic astrology, we speak about Vedic astrology here, which is important because some people don't know the difference between Western and Vedic astrology. It is good to go and check it to see the difference. And in Vedic astrology, you have a little, your signs, your zodiac positions will be different comparing to the Western astrology chart. The most important thing to check is what is your dasha. If you are in a dasha of Rahu and Ketu, for sure you will feel the transit till 100%. It will be very strong transit, especially if Rahu and Ketu are transiting over important planets in your chart. The other thing is to see whether we speak about return of the nodes. If Rahu and Ketu are transiting over your natal Rahu and Ketu, because this will be a very important time. And the other thing, of course, you need to check the strength and positions of Mars and Venus, because Rahu will act as the Lord of the Aries sign. The Lord of the Aries sign is Mars, and Ketu will act as the Lord of Libra sign, which is Venus. So now we're going to start with all the ascendants and moon signs. So, for Aries Ascendant or moon sign, Rahu is in your first house, Ketu is in your seventh house. So this is very, very important period for you guys. Whenever Rahu is in the line 1-7 or 4-10 in the house, this type of house, in this position 1-7, 4-10, this is a crucial time. And for you, Rahu is in the first house. It's time to pay attention to the self, to your life, to change your life, to change the way you dress, for example, or you act, to change your personality, to go abroad. For sure you can go abroad in this time. Rahu will put the focus on yourself, and you need to do the changes in order to build a new life, because now it's the time to build a new life for you. Ketu in the seventh house will create issues in the marriage. So, for example, if you are not happy with your partnership, the partnership will be destroyed by Ketu. So, whether you will heal it or you will remove it. Ketu is this type of planet. I'm going to heal you or ruin you or destroy you. So, whether you will find a new beginning in your love, or if your marriage is not good for you, you will get divorced. Or you can meet someone karmic in your life, because Ketu is the karma, the past life. For all Taurus and Moon Ascendant, Rahu will be transiting in your 12th house, Ketu will be transiting in your 6th house. You have to be careful with your health. You have to pay attention to your inner world, to your conscious, unconscious mind, to heal the wounds, to be a little bit, you have the desire to be isolated or to travel abroad. It is really a perfect time to go abroad, to travel to distant places, especially if they're related, if the places where there is more spirituality, because 12th house is spirituality, ashrams, monasteries. Be careful when you travel abroad, because there can be some accidents too. Ketu in the 6th house means that you need to change the routine, to change your health diet, your way of living. So definitely time of change, time of traveling, and pay attention to yourself and isolate yourself. At least 1 hour per day it is good to stay alone, so you can find the energy to get more energy in your life. For all Gemini, Moon and Ascendant, Rahu is in your 11th house and Ketu will be in your 5th house. So basically it is not the best time to have children. At this point, you have to be careful how you express yourself. Maybe it will be in very unorthodox way. But Rahu in 11th house give you a great opportunities to fulfill your dreams, to have more money. If you are dealing with some kind of popularity, you will get more subscribers, more followers. So you should act now. You should go forward, because I believe that astrology shows you the path and gives you, okay, now you have green light to move, and you have to move. So for all Gemini, Moon and Ascendant, it is time to move, because you can fulfill your dreams and you can become, even to have more income, more followers, and meet influential people. For all Cancer, Moon and Ascendant, Rahu is in your 10th house, Ketu is in your 4th house. Again, as I said before, the line 410, which is very important. This is the Kendra, 410, 17, this is the Kendra signs. So here you have the opportunity to grow in career. You can have the opportunity to go abroad, to work abroad, and to become whatever you want in your career. This means you can grow, you can become even a manager in your department, you can build your own career. This is a time for building the career and to acting. Ketu will cause some issues with your mother, with your motherland, with your home. It's not the best time to buy new lands, new cars, new home, new apartments, and most probably you will change the place where you live. Most probably you can go abroad. For all Leo and Moon Ascendant, Rahu will be in your 9th house, Ketu will be in your 3rd house. Rahu in the 9th house tells me that it is time for traveling, it is time for new education, higher education, it is time to grow, to learn, to have new expansion of your belief system and the things that you, to expand yourself, but not physically but mentally, okay? And this expansion will give you more of the fruits. When the right time comes, you will get the fruits of this expansion. So learn, study, travel, meet different cultures. This will enrich your life. There can be issues with the communication, issues with siblings. If you have your own business, there can be some issues there too. Because Ketu is transiting from in the 3rd house, you should be careful when you travel too. For Virgo Ascendant and Moon signs, Rahu is in the 8th house, Ketu is in the 2nd house. So problems with the money, problems with family. Rahu is in the 8th house, the house of death, rebirth, scandals, humiliation. Be careful here, because you can get some kind of accident, some kind of scandal. For example, if you are cheating on your wife, this will be the time where this can come on the surface, and this can create issues. It is good to speak with astrologers, to go to a psychotherapist, psychologist. This will help you. And of course, you can earn a lot of money through occult, astrology, psychology, some kind of coaching, but more related to the topics of the 8th house, other people's money or insurance, inheritance. This is really good time to get more money through this, or death and rebirth topics. For all Libra and Moon Ascendant, Ketu is on your 1st house, Rahu is in your 7th house. Again, very important line, 1-7. This means Ketu over the Ascendant is very, very specific period. You should pay attention to your health. You should pay attention to yourself. It is time of change, time of removing everything that you don't need. Friends, hobbies, everything that you don't need. Change your clothes, change your way of living. You will pay attention to yourself. You have to pay attention to yourself, but I mean, you have to isolate yourself. You won't want to be part of the society. Of course, Rahu in the 7th house will give you great opportunities to find love, to have great successful business that are connected to foreigners, and your love partner can be a foreigner too. So you have the possibilities for love and marriage, but if you don't try, if you don't move, if you don't do the work, you will not have success in love and marriage, because Ketu is over your Ascendant, and this can create issues within yourself. It is time to pay attention to yourself, go to yoga, meditation, or this type of spiritual practices. For all, just a second, I had to turn on the battery. For all Scorpio, Moon and Ascendant. Finally, Ketu is going away from your Ascendant and Moon sign, so good times are coming. Don't worry. Ketu will be in your 12th house. Rahu will be in your 6th house. Rahu in the 6th house, new beginning, new routine, new health, new job. Like if you have enemies, you defeat your enemies. So it is time for a new beginning. Of course, Ketu is in your 12th house, which means, again, you have to pay attention to your inner world. You have to put the end of the old practices. You have to heal the unconscious mind and unconscious traumas from your past. It is good to travel to different places, especially if they are very spiritual. Be careful. Of course, you have to stay isolated. You have to, not isolated, I mean, pay attention, at least stay alone at least for 1 hour per day, just to charge with energy. This is very important for you in order to fulfill your new beginning. For all Sagittarius Moon Ascendant, Rahu will be in your 5th house, Ketu will be in your 11th house. It is if you want children, this is the time for children. This is the time for new investments, especially all kind of investments, especially in speculative business. Be careful with your friends and professional circles. You change your profession. I mean, you can change your income source. You can change your friends and profession network, because Ketu is over your 11th house and it will remove everything that you don't need. For all Capricorn, Moon and Ascendant sign, Rahu will be in your 4th house, Ketu will be in your 10th house. Again, very important line, 4, 10, 1, 7 is the important lines in Vedic astrology. Rahu in the 4th house means that you can change your place of living. You can buy a new home. You can buy the best cars, the best lands, the best houses. You can go abroad. You can bring other culture, other type of, for example, you can buy things from different cultures, some amulets from India, for example, or something different in your house, something from different origin. Ketu in the 10th house tells me that you will change the place you work and you can have issues with your managers and bosses. So you have to be careful. For all Aquarius Moon Ascendant, Rahu is in the 3rd house, Ketu is in your 9th house. Problems with father, problems with education. Be careful. If you travel, you have to pay attention to the traveling because there can be some issues. 3rd house tells me that it's the moment to fulfill your dreams. I mean, to put effort. Whatever plans you have, put the effort now. Be courageous, be brave, and put the effort. When you put the effort, when you do the things, you will fulfill your dreams, because the 3rd house is the house of effort, courage, own business. So for example, if you want to create your communication is the 3rd house. So if you want to create YouTube channel, now it's the moment. Put the effort and you will take the golden fruits of this transit. Especially if you are dealing in the field of communication, art, media, writing, everything related to Aries 3rd house. If you have your own business, this will be a great period to create it. And the last Ascendant and Moon is Pisces. Rahu will be in your 2nd house, Ketu will be in your 8th house. More money, more savings, more resources, especially if you are dealing with astrology, psychology, other people's money, insurance, inheritance. This can bring a lot of money in your life. There will be death and rebirth. You have to be careful. There can be some issues with the family of your in-laws too, so you have to be more careful. But definitely, this is the final phase of Rahu and Ketu for Pisces, Moon or Ascendant. So after the next transit in the end of 2023, Rahu and Ketu will be in your first 7th house, which is very important, a new beginning. So now you put the end, heal the soul. So you have to heal the wounds that you have in order to start a new beginning at the end of 2023. So this was the analysis of Rahu and Ketu transit for 2022-2023. I hope you like it. Thank you for watching. Bye. Hey you beautiful YouTuber, thank you for watching the video. I hope you like it. I want you to invite you to become part of the family of astrology coaching by Anatoly, and together like a big online family, we're going to make our dreams come true. We're going to change our lives thanks to astrology and spiritual coaching. New videos are coming every week. This is just the beginning. So we are going to make our dreams come true, and like the lotus flower, we will rise from the mud of our pain and we will blossom in happiness and fulfillment. Thank you for watching and see you soon.